We also, I'm sorry, we have around the league. We got how come so many bridge quarterbacks got paid?
I can't believe it. What's that dude's name? From the Dallas Cowboys.
Andy Dalton.
How did he get $10 million?
I don't know, man. And look at Joe Flacco. Now Joe Flacco's getting a tryout. You know, so like, it's a weird. I think they're trying to, since the salary cap is going down, they're just giving a lot of 1 year deals out. If you notice, nothing is it was a massive deal. Like even Shaq Barrett got what it was like a 3 year deal. It wasn't even a 5 year, $100 million deal. Like none of these deals were massive. For the most part, Dalton got a 1 year deal. Tyrod got a 1 year deal. All these dudes got 1 year deals, and it just shows how like the power of the billionaires and the franchises, that if you're not the elite Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun, you're kind of expendable, and it doesn't even matter.
You don't have to say kind of. You're totally expendable, and you should know it. You know.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. All right, next one.
All right, we have. Is it weird that everybody's in the Nets bandwagon right now?
I don't know, man. Carl Hurd is selling this thing right now. Everybody's selling this thing. I think I gave a quote that he put out saying that, Harden is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Now Kevin Durant's healthy. They just added Blake Griffin to the show. I don't know. I think we were banging on our chest earlier. I was saying Brooklyn was going to be fired earlier on in the season. So I'm surprised that that everybody else is catching up with my opinion.
What's your take, Uncle Salty?
If there were a bandwagon, I would jump right smack dab in the middle of it. The Thin Man is probably the best scorer I've ever seen other than Jordan. I just think he's unstoppable when he's on. Not only is this guy 7 feet tall, but when he gets off his feet, he's got some hops. There's really no way to block his turnaround. And also he can shoot from Steph Curry range. And I think if he were to put on a couple of pounds, he could play in the post. So right now, I think he and LeBron are your 1 and 2 players in the league. I even feel like that over the last, 5 or 6 seasons. And then Kyrie, with all the non-basketball issues that he has, this guy getting to the rack can finish with either hand on any defender as well as anyone I have ever seen in the NBA. And come playoff time when you need a bucket, having a guy like that where you can just kind of hand the ball, clear it out, and let him create, and then having a guy like Kevin Durant on the team as well, and then Harden. I mean, I don't see how these guys don't at least make the finals and take it all the way to Game 6 or Game 7 if they don't win. There's just so much firepower and so much talent.
What do you think, Jay? Because you're like the aficionado of the NBA.
I think, like I said, I had them winning the chip before even getting Harden. I thought just getting Harden was an overkill. I think they were pretty much set up with Karis LeVert having a deep bench, having having Jared Allen, having what kind of messed them up too. What I think they had to make this big move was Spencer Dinwiddie got hurt. He was out for the season. So, they just thought that, James Harden could account for all of those guys. And it's looking that way because right now he's having an MVP caliber season. And there's no Durant right now. And they're cooking and they're moving. So who knows how they're going to look when Durant comes back. And supposedly Durant has a hamstring injury. For the most part, he's been out, he said, for another 2 weeks. So it must have been a torn hamstring, by speculation. And,
I wanted to ask you, when Uncle Salty said top 2 player, how can he be the top 2 player when he's always injured every season? That's what I want to know, because he's got to be 3. I know he scores.
The thing is that he's an automatically game changer. So like, not being on the court doesn't mean that you're still not one of the best players on the planet. Like Embiid is out now. He's not going to win the MVP anymore. He was basically right behind LeBron.
He's another one, by the way. He's another dude that is constantly injured.
But we
And
spoke
he's
about this a couple weeks ago, where
player.
they did a stupid bullshit COVID protocol shit with Kevin Durant, and now he was coming back off the injury. He was cooking. Then they stopped him with another protocol. Then he came back. He was cooking. Stopped him with a COVID protocol. Like,
So he said the protocols might have fucked up his physical.
might have, because he was already in the groove. He was moving. Maybe him sitting down at home, relaxing, because he had to deal with the stupid COVID tracing shit. Now he's back in. You know, he's back. He has to go back to in the lab. He's probably at practice and pulled something or tore something because he keeps stopping and starting. You know, when you're an athlete, you always want to keep in constantly in motion. Even if you take a rest day, you do a light workout. You do a jog, or you do, you know, any type of suicide or band workout. Like, you do something. But like when you get who knows? He probably was frustrated with the league where he was on the court and they made him do a 7-day protocol, but both teams were able to stay on the court, or both teams weren't allowed to go into protocol, or they didn't put those two teams into protocol. So we touched about this a couple of weeks ago, and it's crazy. It's crazy, but I think they're the team to beat. I think they're the team to beat.
All
I
right.
agree.
Go ahead, bro.
I agree with the fact that you have to keep your body warm. You have to keep your body used to daily activity. If you stop, like COVID stopped so many people, and you sit around for a bunch of months or weeks or whatever, you're going to deal with some sort of physical repercussions afterwards. That happened to me personally. You know, I missed work because my foot got all jacked up. Why? Because I was active for 4 or 5 years in a row every day, walking literally miles in my job. And then all of a sudden, I'm in my room for 45 days at a time. You know,
Jesus.
it just,
COVID. It's just,
No,
she's
right.
so sweet. She's so sweet. Oh, he's so sweet. I don't want to. Or they so sweet. It's probably
Alright.
they so